Welcome to our comprehensive guide on Java string interview questions. In this video, we'll walk you through the most important concepts and frequently asked questions about strings in Java. Whether you're preparing for a job interview or just looking to strengthen your understanding, this video will provide clear explanations and practical examples. Let's start by understanding what a string is in Java and why it plays such a crucial role in programming. Get ready to boost your confidence and ace your next interview. String in Java is a sequence of characters used to represent text. Strings are widely used in Java applications for storing and manipulating textual data. In Java, the string class is part of the java.lang package, which means you don't need to import it explicitly. Strings are objects, not primitive types, and they offer a variety of methods for common operations like concatenation, searching, and comparison. Understanding strings is fundamental for any Java developer. One of the most important properties of strings in Java is their immutability. This means that once a string object is created, its value cannot be changed. Any operation that seems to modify a string actually creates a new string object. This design provides security, thread safety, and performance benefits, especially when strings are used as keys in collections or in multi-threaded environments. Immutability is a key concept that interviewers often focus on. In Java, a string literal is a sequence of characters enclosed in double quotes, like "Hello World." String literals are stored in a special area of memory called the string pool. When you create a string literal, Java checks the pool first. If the literal already exists, it returns a reference to the existing object. This approach saves memory and improves performance, making string literals efficient for repeated use. Besides literals, you can create string objects using the new keyword, like new string, hello. This approach always creates a new object in the heap, even if an identical string exists in the pool. While this gives you a unique object, it can be less efficient in terms of memory. Understanding the difference between string literals and objects is crucial for writing optimized Java code. When comparing strings in Java, you can use either the equals operator or the equals method. The equals operator checks if two references point to the same object, while equals compares the actual contents of the strings. For value comparison, always use equals. This distinction is a common source of confusion and a favorite interview question. The string pool is a special memory region in Java where string literals are stored. When a new literal is created, Java checks the pool to see if it already exists. If it does, the reference is reused. This mechanism conserves memory and speeds up string operations. Understanding how the string pool works helps you write more efficient Java code. Java provides a rich set of methods for manipulating strings. Some of the most commonly used methods include length, charAt, substring, concat, indexOf, toUpperCase, toLowerCase, trim, equals, contains, replace, and valueOf. These methods allow you to perform a wide range of operations, from extracting substrings to changing case or searching for characters. Mastering these methods is essential for effective string handling. The isEmpty and isBlank methods are used to check if a string has content. IsEmpty returns true if the string has 0 length, while isBlank returns true if the string is empty or contains only whitespace. This subtle difference is important when validating user input or processing text data. Knowing when to use each method can help you avoid common bugs. StringBuilder is a mutable sequence of characters, designed for situations where you need to modify strings frequently. Unlike StringBuilder objects can be changed without creating new objects, making them more efficient for repeated modifications. StringBuilder is not thread-safe, so it's best used in single-threaded environments. It's a powerful tool for building and manipulating text efficiently. StringBuffer is similar to StringBuilder, but is thread-safe, meaning it can be safely used in multi-threaded environments. Like StringBuilder, it allows you to modify the sequence of characters without creating new objects. However, the added thread safety comes with a slight performance cost. Choose StringBuffer when you need safe, mutable strings in concurrent application. The main difference between StringBuilder and StringBuffer is thread safety. StringBuilder is faster but not thread-safe, while StringBuffer is thread-safe but slightly slower. Use StringBuilder for single-threaded tasks and StringBuffer for multi-threaded scenarios. Understanding this distinction helps you choose the right tool for your application's needs. String tokenizer is a legacy class used to split strings into tokens based on specified delimiters. While it's less commonly used today, it's still important to know for legacy codebases. Modern Java often uses the split method or regular expressions for tokenization, but string tokenizer remains a valid option for simple parsing tasks. In Java, the string class extends the object class, which is the root of the class hierarchy. This means that every string inherits methods from object, such as toString, equals, and hash code. Understanding this relationship helps you leverage the full power of Java's object-oriented features when working with strings. Java uses string literals to optimize memory usage and performance. By storing literals in the string pool, Java ensures that identical strings are not duplicated in memory. This approach is especially useful for applications that use many repeated strings, such as configuration keys or constant values. String literals in the string pool are cleared only when the class loader that loaded them is garbage collected. Normally, string literals persist for the lifetime of the application. This behavior ensures that commonly used strings remain available and efficient, but it also means you should be mindful of memory usage in long-running applications. The toString method in Java returns a string representation of an object. For the string class, toString simply returns the string itself. However, overriding toString in your own classes can make debugging and logging much easier by providing meaningful output when objects are printed. The intern method in Java returns a canonical representation of a string object. If the string pool already contains a string equal to this object, the method returns the reference from the pool. Otherwise, it adds the string to the pool and returns its reference. This method is useful for optimizing memory when you have many identical strings. In Java, you can convert a string to an int using integer, parse int, or integer valueOf. To convert an int to a string, use string valueOf, or integered string. These conversions are common in applications that process user input or interact with databases. Always handle exceptions to avoid runtime errors when parsing strings. String joiner, introduced in Java 8, is a utility class for constructing strings with a delimiter, prefix, and suffix. It's especially useful for building comma-separated lists or other formatted outputs. String joiner simplifies code and improves readability when you need to join multiple strings together. Converting a string to a date in Java typically involves using the simple date format or date-time formatter classes. You specify the date pattern and parse the string to obtain a date object. This process is common in applications that handle user input or data from external sources. Always validate the format to prevent parsing errors. To remove all occurrences of a character or substring from a string, you can use the replace or replaceAll methods. For example, str replace a removes all characters from the string. These methods are powerful tools for cleaning and formatting text data in Java. Let's quickly recap the key string methods. Length returns the number of characters. charAt is a character at a specific index. Substring extracts parts of the string. Concat joins strings. indexOf finds positions toUpperCase and toLowerCase. Change case. Trim removes whitespace. Equals compares values. Contains checks for substrings. Replace changes content and valueOf converts values to string. Java provides the string format method for creating formatted strings. You can use placeholders like %s for strings or %d for integers to build complex outputs. This is especially useful for generating reports, logs, or user messages with dynamic content. String formatting makes your code cleaner and more maintainable. Concatenation is the process of joining two or more strings together. In Java, you can use the plus operator or the concat method. For example, hello plus world results in hello world. For many concatenations, consider using StringBuilder for better performance, especially in loops. To check if two strings are equal in Java, always use the equals method. The equals operator only checks if the references are the same, not the actual content. This is a common pitfall for beginners, so make sure to use equals for value comparison and equals for reference comparison. Java provides toUpperCase and toLowerCase methods to convert strings to upper or lower case. These methods are useful for standardizing user input, performing case-insensitive comparisons, or formatting output. Remember that these methods return new strings, as strings are immutable. The trim method removes leading and trailing whitespace from a string. This is especially useful when processing user input or reading data from files, where extra spaces can cause errors or unexpected behavior. Always trim strings before validation or storage to ensure clean data. The contains method checks if a string includes a specific sequence of characters, returning true or false. The indexOf method returns the position of a substring or character within the string, or if not found. These methods are essential for searching and analyzing text data in Java. We've covered the most important Java string interview questions, from basic concepts to advanced methods and best practices. Remember to use string literals for efficiency, choose the right class for mutability and thread safety, and master the key methods for manipulation and comparison. With these insights, you'll be well prepared for any Java interview and ready to write robust, efficient code.